So children, in this particular lecture, we are just going to discuss about the last topic of the units and the measurement, that is significant figure and the rounding of rules. So those are very simple rules. We have to just understand the rules, and those rules will be implemented whenever any of the digit is given to you. So for that, you have to just recall the rules related to the significant figure as well as the rounding of rule. If rules are not recalled by you, then you are not able to write down the correct numbers of the significant figure, and you cannot convert any of the quantity into the up to the correct rounding of digits, right? So very first we'll understand what is significant figure. Significant figures are the numbers of the digit up to which we are sure about their accuracy. That means these are the numbers or the fixed numbers up to which we can just correctly measure, we can just correctly tell the any measurement, right? So if you are doing the any of the measurement and we are having just three significant figure, that means that tells us about the accuracy of that particular measurement, right? So for suppose we measure a length like 14.5 centimeter. So there are three significant figure in this particular quantity. So that means up to the three digits we are sure about the accuracy of the length measured by us, right? Likewise, we are having the different rules for the significant figures, because we are having the variety of the digits and the numbers are there. Their terminology is changed. Sometimes you are writing in the decimal place. So for every time we are having different rules for those. So very first thing we are just going to discuss, that is whenever we are just converting any physical quantity in any other system of unit, that in any other system units, so the number of significant figures will not change. That means अगर हम किसी भी quantity को other unit में convert कर रहे हैं, तो उसमें क्या होगा, significant figures के numbers change नहीं होंगे. अगर वो 3 हैं एक यूनिट में, तो वो अदर में भी 3 ही रहेंगी. जिसमें भी हम कन्वर्जन करते हैं उसमें वो क्वांटिटी फिक्स रहेगी, सेम रहेगी. Then, so rule number 1 says that all non-zero digits are significant figures. जितनी भी non-zero digits होती हैं, non-zero digits होती हैं जितनी भी, are significant figures. जितनी भी non-zero digits होंगी वो सारी significant figure होंगे. Suppose हमारे पास given है 17, है ना, like 17 में कितनी significant figure हैं, 2 हैं. अगर हमारे पास है 6, 0, 8, इसमें हमारे पास 3 है. लाइक में जितनी भी नॉन जीरो डिजिट्स होंगी वो सारी कितनी होंगी आपके पास, उसमें जितने भी नंबर्स होंगे वो सारे सिग्निफिकेंट फिगर्स में काउंट होंगे. अगर यहाँ पे 2 है तो यहाँ पे 2 सिग्निफिकेंट फिगर्स होंगे. यहाँ पे 3 डिजिट्स है तो यहाँ पे 3 सिग्निफिकेंट फिगर काउंट होंगे. दैट इज अ वेरी फर्स्ट रूल फॉर द सिग्निफिकेंट फिगर, टू काउंट द सिग्निफिकेंट फिगर फ्रॉम एनी क्वांटिटी, फ्रॉम एनी डिजिट. रूल नंबर 1. रूल नंबर 2. So rule number 2 says that any zero occupying in between non-zero digits are significant figure. That means इन्हीं digits के बीच में अगर कोई zero occupied है तो वो भी significant figure में count होता है. Likewise, if you are writing 107, then this zero will be counted as a significant figure. So here in this particular quantity we are having 3 significant figure. Likewise, we are having 15083. So in this particular quantity, this 0 will be counted as a significant figure, and for that how many significant figures are there in the quantity? That are 5, right? So all zeros occurring in between the non-zero digits are counted as a significant figure. That is the second rule, right? Now the third rule, all zeros after the non-zero digits are not counted as the significant figure. So rule number 3 says that. Rule number 3 says that if you are having 17, 0, so in this particular quantity this 0 will be not counted as a significant figure. So these two values are the significant figure. Likewise, if you are having 5, 8, 0, 0, so when we count the significant figure in the given digit, so there are only 4 significant figure. So these two zeros will be not counted as the significant figure. That means after all non-zero digits, the zeros are not counted as. If zeros are in between the non-zero digits, so that will be counted, right? So this is the rule number 3. Now the next rule says that all zeros to the right side of the decimal place and to the left side of the non-zero digits are not significant figure. Likewise, 0.04, 0.05, 005, 0045, right? So left side 0 and right side 0 is not counted as a significant figure. So here if we count the significant, that is 1. So these zeros are not counted as a significant figure. So here we are only having the 2 significant figure. So left side 0 and right side 0 before the non-zero digits are not counted as a significant figure. Likewise, you can just see the more examples for that. Now we are having the rule number 5. All the zeros right side to the decimal point and right side to the non-zero digits are counted as a significant figure. Likewise, we can see by the example, if you are having the example like 0.02, that, and next example we are having 0.2370, right? So in this particular digit, what we are having, this 0 is not counted as a significant figure, but this 0 after the non-zero digit will be counted as a significant figure. So 0.20 in this particular number, there are 2 significant figures. Now, right? So here all the right side 0 to the decimal point done, so counted as a significant figure. So in this particular second digit 0.2370, here we are having 4 significant figure, but the left side 0 is not counted as a significant figure, right? So these are some rules, those are related to the significant figure. So if any of the number is given to you, with the help of these 5 rules, you can calculate, you can count the number of significant figure in the given digit, right? So now children, we will understand the rounding off rules. So rounding off rules, are the very basic rules in which if quantity, if you are just dropping any of the digit and the last digit of the number is less than 5, so that will be remains unchanged, preceding digit will remain unchanged, and if it is more than 5 or 5, so that will be raised by 1 to the preceding digit, right? So other than that, we are having 2 more rules are there. So if the digit to be dropped in a number is 5 or 5 followed by 0, then the preceding digit remain unchanged if it is even. You may understand more clearly by the example. If the given is the digit is given like you 8.65, right? So this 8.65, the last digit is the 5 and the preceding digit is the odd number, right? So we will not change this value, we will not raise this 6 by 1. So this will remain unchanged, that will, if we round off this digit, so this will remain unchanged, that is 8.6 only. Now the second example is that if 5 is followed by 0 and the preceding digit is even number, so in that particular condition also the rule will remain same. That means the rounding off of this value will be 8.6 only. That means if preceding digit is even number or 5 followed by 0, then in the both conditions what happens, preceding digit remains unchanged. So that preceding digit will not raised by 1. But if it is odd, that means if preceding digit is odd and 5 followed by 0, likewise if you are having 8.75, so preceding digit is 7, that is odd number, and at last we are having 5, so round off this value is 8.8, right? And if 5 followed by 0 also, so we will have 8.75, 0, so this will be raised by 1, 7, and we will have 8.8. So these 2 rules are new for the class 11th also. So you have to just recall these rules whenever you are just rounding off the number of digits you are calculating, you are just doing the operations of the multiplication and the division or the addition and the subtraction, right? Now we will understand some more important rules, those are related to the significant figures as well as the rounding off, right? So children, at last we are just going to discuss about the significant figure in the algebraic operations. So we are having 4 algebraic operations most of the time, that is addition, subtraction, multiplication and the division. For addition and subtraction we are having the single rule, and for multiplication and the division we are having the single rule or the same rule. And so very first, in the both addition and the subtraction, the final result should retain as many as decimal places as there in the number with the smallest number of the decimal point. That means जो भी आप सिग्निफिकेंट फिगर एडिशन या सब्सट्रैक्शन के बाद उनको काउंट या कंपाइल करेंगे, तो जो फाइनल रिजल्ट होगा उसमें डेसिमल के बाद उतने ही सिग्निफिकेंट, उतने ही डेसिमल पॉइंट तक आप, उतने ही रिजल्ट तक आप उसे राउंड ऑफ करोगे, या जो आप सिग्निफिकेंट फिगर काउंट करोगे जो इंडिविजुअल दो क्वांटिटीज में से जिसमें सबसे लीस्ट हो, है ना. With the help of the example, we can understand very clearly. That means if 12.342 plus 100.004 meter is given to you and we have to add both quantities, so the addition is 2.324. Now we have to just count the significant figure in this particular quantity. So how will we count? Should we count all the quantities or the result in the significant figure? No. We will count the significant figure in the result as the least digits are in the one of the given digit. That means in the both, in this particular we are having 6, in this we are having 4. So we'll count in final result up to the 4. That means after decimal point there are 3 and there are 2. So that means after decimal point we will count up to the 2 decimal after the 2 digit to the significant figure. That means 2.32. Then if there are after decimal there are the 3 digits, so we'll count up to the 3. There are 4 up to the, we will count up to the 4, right? Similarly 52.8 plus 46.35, then now the result is 99.15. So after decimal, in very first digit we are having one significant figure and in second digit we are having two significant figure. In final digit we will count up to the one digit after decimal point, the least number, then so 99.2. Likewise we are having the rule for the subtraction also. 8.0 minus 0.42 like 7.58, so we'll have only 7.6 as the significant figure. Now in multiplication or the division, the final result should retain as many as significant figure as there are in the original numbers with the smallest number of significant figure. तो एडिशन और सब्सट्रैक्शन में हम डेसिमल के बाद क्या चेक करते हैं कि डेसिमल के बाद कितनी लीस्ट सिग्निफिकेंट फिगर है इंडिविजुअल डिजिट में. जितनी लीस्ट सिग्निफिकेंट फिगर इंडिविजुअल या ओरिजिनल डिजिट दोनों में से एक ओरिजिनल डिजिट में होती है, केवल उतनी ही लीस्ट तक हम फाइनल रिजल्ट में काउंट करते हैं. बट इन द मल्टीप्लिकेशन और एडिशन में क्या होते हैं, टोटल काउंट किए जाते हैं. अगर 3 सिग्निफिकेंट एक डिजिट में 3 है और एक में 2 है तो हम फाइनल रिजल्ट 2 तक ही कैलकुलेट करेंगे, राइट. एक में 5 है और एक में 3 है तो जो फाइनल रिजल्ट होगा वो केवल 3 तक ही काउंट होगा. दैट मीन जिस भी डिजिट में लीस्ट सिग्निफिकेंट फिगर होंगे फाइनल रिजल्ट में जो आपके पास सिग्निफिकेंट फिगर काउंट होंगे वो उतने ही लीस्ट काउंट होंगे जो ओरिजिनल डिजिट्स होंगी. लाइकवाइज suppose for the example 4.6 into multiplication by the 0.128, so there will be 0.5888, right. So for that the least significant figure is in digit is 2 and in the next digit is 3. So in the final result we will count the significant figure up to the 2 digits only. That means in the final result we will only have the 2 significant figure, right. So this will be 0.59, right. Similarly, if the division of the two numbers are there, 7500 divided by the 20.83, then so the multiplication of the quantities are 360.0576. How many digits we have to count in the final result? Then so in the very first digit we are having 2 significant figure, in the next digit we are having 4 significant figure. So the least significant figure is in the above in the digit of the numerator, that is 2. So we will count the significant figure up to the 2 digit only. That means we will just count, take this much only for the significant figure 360, and after 0 is not counted as a significant figure. That's why we are only having here 2 significant figure by the rules, initial rules of the significant figure, right. Likewise you can just with the help of these rules, these all rules, you can calculate, you can count any number, any given digit, the significant figure in any given digit to you, right. So you can just check out more and more examples related to these rules. Done. So whenever you are just solving the more and the more numerical portions related to these rules, so these rules will be more easy to you to understand. Then with the help of only 1 and 2 example, this will be not very easy to you to understand it. So for that you have to practice more and more numerical, right children. So children, that's all for today for the theory part of this chapter. So theory part of this chapter is completed. Now we'll move to the NCERT exercise in the next lecture, right children. So that's all for today. Thank you.